From the creators of the iconic Notes of Bloodborne Explained comes a new series, Runes of Bloodborne, on patreon.com/SinclairLore.
Hi, Richie.
Hi, Sen.
What are we doing here today?
It's another great entry in the ongoing saga of Runes of Bloodborne!
So, some of the runes I have a specific idea for.
Mm-hmm.
That means we can do DLC runes.
Oh, good.
What the F was that? What do you mean, oh good?
Well, because we have to record something else in about 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to be like, explain the entirety of this really complicated thing.
Well, wait, no, okay, well, there's a... yeah. Well, it looks like the sea runes only have 4 runes and 3 each. I feel like this was a bad idea, Richie. Why didn't you talk me out of this?
I don't know, I don't know why I never tried.
You know what we'll do? We'll do a deep sea rune now, one to test it out, and we'll do like 3 in 1 go another time or whatever. We'll see how it goes.
We'll just do deep sea in general, because there's a whole lot of them, but they're all the same.
Really? Because they look pretty different.
What?
They're pretty different.
What? They're the same graphic, they just have different names.
Yeah, the names are different. They're pretty different.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, let's start with the deep sea rune.
Yep, just, there's quite a lot of these, so we'll just call up the Bloodborne wiki
Okay.
list of runes.
I think we can do these runes one by one, and
Yeah.
if things repeat themselves, we just skip over the parts that are repeated.
Yeah. I'm here, I'm looking, oh god, these are such nice icons. I wonder who made them. It was me.
Okay, actually, they're not HD, though.
No, they were HD, and I made them icon size.
Okay, but how does that help me, Richie?
If you click on the rune's name, you will get, like, the HD one.
No, what? What?
If you click on the rune's name to go to the individual page, you get the
that's not
full
HD,
res.
it's tiny. It's this small.
Yeah, that's the size it is in-game, because it only shows up on a menu.
It looks nicer on my screen. Oh, it's tiny in-game, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is this really HD?
Well, it's ripped directly from the disc, like that's the size it is in the game.
But somebody did a file where it's real HD.
What, did they enlarge it?
Yeah, somebody had a whole thing where everything's like super HD, not like this HD, like real HD.
Okay, well, while we're wasting time, I may as well go and look it up. Because I do have the files directly from the disk. Hang on.
Like, and you sent, it's like in the folder, a Dropbox folder, and you sent it to me, and it's big HD files, not little HD files.
Yeah, but this is the icon.
Okay, but how does that help me in my videos? Everything is stretched out and pixelated and shitty.
Well, based on recent events, maybe you shouldn't be using images from Bloodborne in this.
Oh, damn, shade. Such shade like I've never seen in my life.
I'm on your side.
Are you? Are you really? I feel like you're a little happy about this.
You think it was me? You think I was the one that struck you?
Can you imagine? No, you read it me out. Your name is Snitchard Bullybeam.
Yeah, according to you.
So maybe you yeah.
Okay, I have the files from the disk. I'm looking at it now. I'm right-clicking. I'm going to properties.
That's not the point. There's another file out there that's like bigger.
It's 400 by 400. That's the size it is in game.
No,
that's because someone got it and they resized it in Photoshop or something to make it that big.
But it was nice. It was clear. It wasn't just big. I can resize it too, and it's going to be like shit.
Yeah, they probably used a different algorithm to do it.
Okay, well, all I'm saying is that you should have done it if you wanted to do your job properly.
My job was to make very small icons.
Okay, Richie, we're wasting
every icon on the wiki was HD, it would take like hours to load.
God. Thank God we're paying for Zencaster, so it's like unlimited recording time. Because you're just like, you're going off the rails and we can't do this podcast. Okay, we're starting over. You ready?
No, we're not. We're still just going.
Hi, Richie.
Hi, Sin.
What are we doing here today?
Runes of Bloodborne!
Woo! And today we're discussing the
Deep Sea.
Deep
All of them.
Sea Rune. No, Deep Sea Rune.
Okay. So just Deep Sea, not there's Clear Deep Sea, Great Deep Sea, Stunning Deep Sea, and we're doing Deep Sea.
Is there really a stunning Deep Sea?
Yes.
Like, oh my god, you look stunning today. Oh, thank you, Deep Sea. Oh, you're welcome, Deep Sea.
You know, you just admonished me for wasting your time.
Admonish. That's a word used in Bloodborne.
Is this your end game? Words of Bloodborne. We go over the entire script.
Maybe because someone left a comment in one of the videos, and it was apparently you said something sassy about their words or something, and I said something like lore is made of words, and somebody thought that was amazing. They were like, lore is made of words. That's an epic quote. So I don't know, maybe we'll use words of Bloodborne.
Semiotics of Bloodborne. Okay, go. Which Deep Sea are we doing?
Let me finish. I was making a joke. I was saying depending on when Elden Ring comes out.
Which?
Deep Sea, it's just the one that's
okay, just Deep Sea, good.
Yeah. No salt, not pepper, just the plain one.
Deep Sea would have salt in it.
Yes. I was thinking more Chef Ramsay because we've been watching a season of Hell's Kitchen. He's like, that is bland, you donkey! Yeah. He's a funny guy.
Deep Sea. Deep Sea.
I wish I could play with people like that and bang the table and just throw shrimp on the wall.
Imagine if you did that.
Okay,
Deep Sea.
Outline.
Oh my god, okay.
Because you don't watch... Oh my god, I'll show you something. Because you don't watch the podcast. Whenever I say we have an outline, now there's an angelic music that plays, you know, like... Oh, and then... Fuck. Where is it? I lost it. Wait. How did I lose it?
Okay, we had 40 minutes, we now have 30.
And this appears.
I believe you. I believe you.
Did you see the picture?
Yep.
Isn't it awesome?
I'm glad that appears to be some stock images that you've got rather than you using our money to pay for Ike to draw an outline angel.
Oh my god, Richie. I didn't think of that, but now that you said it, an outline angel, and we can put it on a shirt, we can put it on a mug.
Yeah.
An outline angel, oh my god. Okay, Richie.
Yes.
What's the name of the rune?
Deep Sea.
Why?
Because it says that...
No.
This rune means Deep Sea.
No, you have to say why without looking at... Just like why, like you're instinctual. Why?
Because they make a big point in Bloodborne about water being like something that separates two worlds, right? And the idea of the sea is like the sea is a large body of water, so when you memorize the concept of the sea, it acts as a barrier.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, it's frenzy resistant. So you're using the idea, the concept of the sea to create this barrier that stops the frenzy from getting to you.
Isn't this so much better than, oh, she's showing the rune? You see, it's like I get the best out of you. Like, I retrieve it, you know?
Yeah. Okay, but it also says that in the rune.
Okay, thank you, Richie. Describe the drawing on the rune and tell us what it represents.
It represents the previous From Software game Shadow Tower Abyss.
What?
You know, there's like all these different deep seeds, and we're going to have to go through this another 3 times.
And each time it's going to be better than the next.
Yeah.
This.
So.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, I was going to say, like, in Shadow Tower Abyss,
Mm-hmm.
that is a game you can see it on Alison Baker's channel. She's done a playthrough of it.
Mm-hmm.
That is set in a tower which has a number of other towers branching off from it. So as you enter the tower at the very beginning, you see this like design of the tower, and it looks pretty much exactly like the deep sea runes.
Oh, it's amazing. I feel like we've talked about this before.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's odd that there would be something we've talked about before in Bloodborne, a game that's close to 5 years old.
Okay, thank you.
And is yielding progressively less as time goes on.
Thank you, Richie. This is really cool, though. It also looks like an amygdala praying, you know, like if it's really like slender and then it has arms and they look up.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, turn it upside down. Do you know what this is?
A spider?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that's okay. I don't know. It's a weird spider with like one leg in the middle. But okay, whatever you say. Okay, no, think of YouTube videos where they show you how to decorate cakes. One of the ways you can decorate a cake is by like pouring sort of liquid icing on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Create like this effect. That's what this is.
Okay. I know what you mean because I have done that in real life.
Yeah, except this is upside down, so Miyazaki got this wrong.
No, but it says the Carol runes are upside down, so if you spin it, that's the right way up.
Wait. What?
In some of the Carol, I think it might just be Hunter, it says like this rune is upside down.
Oh!
So it's possible this rune is also upside down and does represent a cake being decorated.
You see, runes of Bloodborne pay off!
Mm-mm.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What kind of flavor is this cake?
Blood.
That's disgusting.
It's Bloodborne. They absolutely would have blood cake and blood pudding and blood sausage in Yharnam.
I love blood sausage. I don't know what the other two are, but I love all sausages, but I also love blood sausage.
Good.
You know that I could literally eat sausage for like breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper, whatever. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah. What's next on the outline?
But it has to be like a specific type of sausage, not they sell different kinds, and there's a specific one that I really
Does
like.
the outline have tangent about food on it? Because you seem to be following that every time we record.
It might. Okay, so describe the drawing on the rune. Tell us what it represents. Did you tell us what it represents?
The drawing or the rune?
The drawing on the rune.
The drawing on the rune is... this is mentioned another time. It's another deep sea rune that says this. But it's meant to be like... all of these currents of water are draining down into the sea. So that's why you have the, like... If you imagine all the branches at the top are like different streams and rivers and waterfalls and things.
Mm-hmm.
And they all converge at one point, and all the water pours into that, and that's the sea.
Or, oh my god, what if it's a sangria?
What?
Sangria! You just pour it in a giant, like, bowl, and that's what it represents, and great ones are partying.
Yeah. You know, I just got a bunch of Twitter followers because someone tagged me in a thing about, like, it's good that his content's very straightforward.
This is patreon.com/SinclairLore. Thank you. It's superior content.
Your house now.
Okay. So give me a second. We need it quickly, because the next thing is read the description in your best blank voice. And I'm asking Discord which voice quickly, and they're not answering. Come on, come on, come on.
Well, my doctor has informed me that if I continue to do the pirate voice, I may develop psychosomatic scurvy.
Is this for real? Are we killing you for real? What's happening? Should I tell people not to request the pirate voice anymore?
Oh my god! Okay, there's no such thing as psychosomatic scurvy. It's fine. Okay.
Scared me because I'm like, oh no, we're killing Richie.
How would you die of a pirate voice?
What's scurvy?
It's a disease that pirates get.
Scurvy.
I like how this ridiculous joke I made, it's now taken longer than the rune discussion.
It worried me. Okay, scurvy is a disease
oh my god.
from lack of vitamin C. Are you getting your vitamin C?
Yes, but if I were a pirate, I wouldn't be.
Oh,
That's why they got scurvy, because there was no fruit on the ships.
Oh, but you also die, though, so...
Yeah. Scurvy, the leading cause of death among pirates.
I don't know! God damn it, you're such a fucking bully, I can't!
Scurvy and sea monsters.
You know I don't know these things, you know it!
Walking the plank.
Oh my... I'm glad all the patrons will see the type of bully you are. You see, I'm the sensitive one. I worry for real, and you just go, funny. I worried Sin. I gave her 4 gray hair. I'm a bully. Okay, well, people are not giving me a voice. Okay, I got it.
All right.
What I'm going to do is, I'm going to look around this room. I will I will close my eyes and I will point.
Yep.
I pointed to. It's okay. It's Dark Souls. It's my boyfriend's because he's a nerd. He has this Dark Souls.
Imagine having Dark Souls stuff.
Shut up. I think it's like the Dark Souls 1 edition. Dark Souls 2 limited edition art book. So he bought Dark Souls 2 in like a metal case, like fancy edition. And so what you have to do is do it in your best laddersmith brain aneurysm. What's his name?
I'm not going to tell you because you'll make me do it.
Could you please do it in Mr. Laddersmith voice?
I think he's the same voice actor as Gascoigne.
What? No way.
Yeah. It's something or someone. He's the same as someone in Bloodborne.
Yeah, but everyone, they recycle the same actors. Like, obviously he's someone somewhere.
What about the blacksmith?
Which one?
The one in Dark Souls 2.
Do you want to do that one?
You know, this. You think your boyfriend's a nerd, right? This is how bad I am. I recognized his voice because he was in the 1960s Doctor Who as the leader of the Cybermen. No, that's not the bad part. The bad part is he doesn't speak. But I still knew what he sounded like because I'd heard him interviewed.
Oh my god.
About his role as a very tall man.
Okay. Okay, no, scratch that. Richie?
Yes, Sin?
Could you please read in your best Dalek voice?
A Carol rune that transcribes human sounds. This transcription of the Great Ones in human voices depicts down-reaching currents. This rune means deep sea and grants augmented resistance. Great volumes of water serve as a bulwark guarding sleep and an augur of the eldritch truth. Overcome this hindrance and seek what is yours.
This is one of your best performances yet.
I don't think I'm terrible at doing Dalek voices.
What?
I'm not good at doing Dalek voices.
What? No, that was awesome.
All
That
right,
was literally a Dalek with the toilet thing and everything, and like.
All right.
Like
the toilet thing.
Don't they have like a toilet thing on
Yeah,
them?
they have a plunger, yeah.
Yeah, why?
Because it looks cooler than a claw.
Okay. Thank you, Richie. Okay, what's next on the angelic outline?
The angelic outline sounds like something from Dark Souls 3. Like Gertrude's wisdom is held in the angelic outline.
Well, now I'll have to commission someone to fucking draw it.
19 minutes, go!
What does the rune do? What is its function and effect?
It grants you increased frenzy resistance.
Is that all?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Richie. What is the location of the rune? Where is it? How do we find it? Who has it?
2 are in chalices. So, can we ignore those because they're just, like, random?
Well, you have to say which chalice.
One is in Lower Hintertombs and one is in East.
Okay.
The East one kind of makes sense because East is where all the cosmic stuff is, so you might frenzy. I don't know why one is in Lower Hintertombs at all.
I'm looking at the Bloodborne wiki, and because, like, whatever, it's a little blurry, I read it as Lover Hintertomb, and I'm like, when did they get a Lover Hintertomb chalice? What is this?
You know what, though?
What?
One of the bosses of Lower Hintertombs is the Forgotten Madman. So clearly you can go mad and frenzy in the Hintertombs.
I don't get it.
Because this protects from frenzy, right? Which is what you get when you have too much insight.
Frenzy.
The rune.
The rune protects from frenzy?
We discussed this 30 seconds ago. That is the function of the rune.
What does that have to do with me rating lower as lover?
Because we were like, I don't know why it's in Lower Hintertombs. But then I'm like, well, there is a boss in Lower Hintertombs who is a character who went mad. So presumably you can go mad in the Hintertombs.
I thought it had something to do with my stupid idea.
No.
Okay.
I was just trying to drag the conversation back on track, but I've been defeated once again.
We just lost more time than if you went, aha, that's a good one, Sin. Moving on. Okay. So people can get frenzied in Lower Hintertombs?
There is a character in Lower Hintertombs who is implied to have too much insight.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the deep sea rune on him, does it?
I don't know. We haven't asked him.
Does he give it to you?
No.
So he doesn't have it.
But it's in the vicinity of him.
Where did I do it over there?
15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. The one that's above ground.
Okay, yeah, go.
That's the important one. It's in Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. There's lots and lots of runes in Forbidden Woods because they're excavating the labyrinth. You find the runes on corpses, and the implication there is that while they were excavating the labyrinth, they kept finding all this eldritch knowledge, and the people there all went mad and died, and the runes are left behind.
Okay, thank you, Richie. Now let's look at the thing more closely. Carol rune that transcribe in human sounds. We talked about it in the first episode. Transcription of great ones in human voices depicts down-reaching currents. Okay, this means deep sea and grants augmented resistance.
Yeah.
Okay. Great volumes of water serve as a bulwark guarding sleep and an augur of the eldritch truth. Can you talk about the sentence?
Well, the idea is that, like I was saying, the reason that the sea rune protects you is because, like, the bodies of water are like boundaries that separate two spaces.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, a bulwark just means, like, a barrier.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is like the water. I don't know why they say guarding sleep. It's more like maybe guarding the dreams or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like when you jump through Moonside Lake and Rom is inside, or when like Kos appears from the ocean, it's like that. So it's like these bodies of water are functioning to like separate like the waking world from the dreamlands in some ways. And you get to that later on in the research hall where they all start like filling their heads with water so they can try to commune that way.
Mm-hmm. And then it says, overcome this hindrance and seek what is yours. So overcome great volumes of water to find the great ones type deal, or?
I'm not entirely sure. I think it does mean that like on some level you're like moving through the water, like symbolically. So you've gone from one side of the water to the other. And in doing so, the water is now acting as like a barrier to stop things harming you. And that's why the deep sea runes are all offering different forms of protection.
Interesting. But what does it say in Japanese? Quickly, we have.
I don't know. Oh my god.
Let's go.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to find it.
In one of the podcasts, you took so long to find it that I put elevator music in it. And you were like, well, you could also have just
edited it out. Yeah.
No, that's what you said. And I said no. And there was elevator music. That's cool.
One of the runes, Deep Sea, increases madness resistance. Madness is frenzy. The meaning Deep Sea is given because it resembles a deep sink. I wonder if they offer alternatives. Oh, okay, yeah. The meaning Deep Sea is given from the fact it's deep sinking, like you're sinking deeply into the sea.
I like the first one better.
Increases the frenzy resistance of those who memorize. A large amount of water is a barrier that protects sleep and is therefore a mysterious harbinger. But that's like the whole augur of the truth thing. And then it says like, it's like, aim for the future those who seek it. So I guess it's like it looks like maybe it isn't anything to do with the rune at all. It's just like if you find water, that's a sign that the great ones are there. So keep moving forward, you'll find more.
Okay, thank you, Richie.
Thank you, Sin.
And one last question. Which great one spoke it?
It's a good question. We don't know because there's like... Well, hang on. Do you think one great one just spoke all the deep sea runes? Or like... Because, I mean, there's 3 other kinds of deep sea other than this. So that's a total of like... There's 12. There's 12 different versions of deep sea out there.
You know what I just pictured?
Lambo?
So there's this great one, right? And it's trying to communicate with a human.
And
the great one's like, okay, repeat after me. Stunning deep sea. And the human's like, huh? Okay, forget it. How about great deep sea? That's easier. Try great deep sea. And the human can't repeat it. And the great one's like, okay. How about clear deep sea? Just say deep sea, please, for the love of God.
So it's like that Pop Team Epic thing with Hamburger. Where it's like, no. Clear deep sea. And it's like, you are motherfucker.
I feel like... Where do we find it? We find it in the Forbidden Woods.
Yes.
What great ones are in the Forbidden Woods? Like
it's the labyrinth. No, but like you find that, then there's like a bunch in the Nightmare Frontier. There's some in like... Actually, yeah, they're all... Okay, I can tell you now. They are all in either the Forbidden Woods or the Nightmare Frontier. The ones that aren't in chalices.
Okay, well, it could have been Cause who spoke it at some...
If you had to say it was one, it would be Cause, because you find them in the Nightmare Frontier, which is presumably where Cause came from.
Yeah, and also, like, they took Cause's orphan to Bergenworth, right?
And Cause is from the sea, and there's all the references there about, like, the sea is the augur of the Great One, so if you overcome the sea, you will find the truth, yeah.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, like, you might have to pass by the Forbidden Woods to get to Bergenworth.
Yeah.
So maybe a rune got dropped there, I don't know.
Got dropped.
It's pebbles, remember?
It's not like Carol's just there with the giant ruby. It's like, whoa!
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay, thank you, Richie.
Thank you, Sam.
Well, could you do the outro?
That was Runes of Bloodborne. An exciting journey through the Runes of Bloodborne. That's all it is. I don't think we learned anything, really. There's going to be another 3 identical to this one, because there's all the different versions of Deep Sea.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Lake, where there's even more. There's 15 different versions of Lake.
Okay, humans, say Fading Lake. I know you can't say dissipating. I can't even say it. Let's move on to Great Lake. Okay, you may stuff now.
Thank you.